Hi everybody, good evening. Welcome to The Big Picture. I am Beth.
And I'm John.
It's a wonderful Thursday night. We are working on packing. We leave for Florida on Saturday. And guys, I'm pretty proud. I'm way farther ahead than I normally would be. So
I haven't put anything in the suitcase yet.
I'm off tomorrow, so hopefully we can finish up the rest of all the packing. And yes, it will be such a wonderful time. The kids are so excited. But we have a few things we want to talk to you guys about tonight, and we'll let him start. He has all these big plans in his head of what he's going to talk about, so.
No big plans. No, it's just actually kind of simple. What would you do if nobody's looking? It's easy to be a good person in a group of people, but, your true character is what happens when nobody's looking. There was an employee in Indiana at a, I forgot the name of it already.
Plato's Closet,
Yep,
I think.
Thank you. Plato's Closet in Indiana. She's getting clothes ready to be put out in the store for sale and find something in a coat pocket, which happens to be $7,000 in a bag in a coat pocket. Long story short, she figures out who it belongs to and gets it back to him, and, well, I guess on a funny side of this, the person says, I didn't realize I had $7,000 in my coat pocket. Interesting. But anyway, nobody was looking. She just happened to find the $7,000 in the coat pocket when she was getting ready to put everything out for sale. She could have easily put it in her pocket. She could have put it in her purse. She could have just, whatever. Pretend that she never found it. And probably, seeing how they didn't know it was in the coat pocket, nobody would ever have known the difference. She didn't. She turned it in and it ended up back to the rightful owner.
And that takes a lot of willpower, guys, because I know there's a lot of people out there that would find that and think it was a blessing and just keep it. But John and I are like really strong believers in karma. And when you do bad things happen to you. When you do good things happen to you. So I don't know if I could live with it on my conscience if I had, found something like that and kept it. Like, I'm the type of person where I find a couple dollars on the floor and I'm, hey, is this somebody's dollar? Like, those $2 could mean everything to that person. So, you never know what somebody's going through. So just to be as generous as this girl was, to be able to make sure that it got back to the rightful owner. How you don't know you have $7,000 in your coat pocket, I'm not quite sure of. Because
so that's a different story.
I definitely would know if I had $7,000 in my coat pocket. It probably wouldn't be chilling. Safe, it wouldn't be chilling in my coat pocket, but it would definitely be locked away in a safe place. But just go out of your way to be kind, guys. Do the things, like, even when you don't think anyone's looking, be a nice person. Sorry, Joey's knocking. He enjoys when we go on these lives just to torture us, I swear.
Been sitting on the couch the last 10 minutes until now.
But, like I was saying, I was listening to a podcast, and it kind of goes with how people, like, talk to you. And it was going about, like, how reaching out to somebody and asking them something, and through social media or through a text message, and the response back to you was, like, not very good. Like, and some of the things that they had said were very hurtful and very mean. But then he said to think about it if you were in front of that person, would that person really have the cojones, the word I want to say, I don't know if it's really appropriate, I don't know if kids are watching, but would you really be able to say that to that person in real life, to be so mean if they were just asking you a question? And the questions that they were asking were really kind of, like, simple, but it was just about, being kind. Nobody's watching you. There's no reason to lash out at somebody if they ask you something. There's no reason to make bad decisions even when somebody's not watching. So just be a kind person. As John says, keep on keeping on, guys.
Yep.
Sometime tomorrow we'll be on here. I don't know at what time. We have a very, very busy day. We have to drop the dogs off at the dog sitter. Thank you, Bob and Vicky, who are going to watch them for us. They don't have to go to dog boarding. Oh, guys, our dog, like, our beagle was a rescue dog, so the first year of her life she was spent, like, locked up in a cage. So she really hates being confined and in a cage. So when we took her to this boarding thing to meet and greet with
just
people.
A little visit, yeah.
And just, get a tour and meet and greet with her. And it was a wonderful place, don't get me wrong. But our dog, like, wouldn't even go into the room. Like, she laid down on the floor and, like, had, like, a full out, like you would think she was having a seizure, but she was just straight scared. So here I am like, oh great, she won't even go in this room. And then they're telling me she's going to be locked in this like 5x5 kennel with my other dog. And
solitary confinement.
It was just like, I just had nightmares. So I'm so grateful that my uncle and Vicky reached out and are going to take the dogs. So we have to do that tomorrow. We have to finish the rest of our packing. Joey has to get a haircut. Start packing. Yeah. Guys, he's procrastinating here. I told you I was going to be on this. I have Joey packed almost pretty much all the way. And I'm about 85% packed. So I'm proud of it. And Miley's doing her own thing. Procrastination right here. But anyway, we hope that you have a good night. We'll be on here tomorrow at some point. Spread the kindness, guys. And have a good night.